gift for music. Well, I didn't realize I had a gift, to be honest. It was other people that told me I had a gift. So at first it was singing. And I used to sing a lot like Neil Diamond. My mother loved Neil Diamond and she said I sounded just like him. So inspired by that, I got a guitar, learned how to play a few chords, and before I knew it, I could sing and play. And by the time I was 20 years of age, first year in university, I started getting into the club scene, you know, playing with the students, and they'd always call me and say, Brian, you got to come. You know, and I'd say, gosh, okay, I'll go again and, you know, play a few songs. But I was doing as best I could. For example, my first CD, Four Windows, that went immediately on Irish radio play. You know, I mean, it came straight in at the top. But, you know, after about 4 days or 5 days, it was stopped playing, you know, and I never really understood. I felt that maybe they weren't ready for my words, my lyrics. And eventually that first CD, when I sent it out, the reaction was strange. Like, for example, my auntie, she brought it over to Nashville for me. And she actually brought me back a letter. And the letter stated that the record label felt that my words were too profound for the American culture. And I understood that, you know, because I do write pretty profound words. Okay, so I decided I needed to travel with my music and share it to the world. So I started off in Germany playing on the streets, and really great reaction on the streets, like really a lot of money I made on the streets. And, you know, then restaurants would start asking you to play outside, and that's when I was really getting the crowds. And I decided that, you know, it wasn't fair just to stay in Germany, so I started to travel more. And I ended up in Australia playing. I had played in America. I'm writing a lot of songs, so I had a really good repertoire, polishing my skills, you know, traveling and getting to know different cultures and sharing my music with them. And eventually I came to Barcelona, coming back from Australia, and to be honest with you, it was just meant to be a pit stop. But I feel that the Catalans here, they really appreciated my music. There was something happening there, something magical. So I decided I'd stay here. And since then it's just gone better and better, can't complain. But later on, I started to meet other musicians who wanted to play with me, and I said yes, and then we started. At first I played with a drummer, and it was just acoustic, very good. Drummer was great, playing with his hands, nice vibe. And then I moved on to having a bass player and a guitar player. Yeah, in 2008, 2009, we'd just finished recording my 5th CD. And we had decided we'd really go to town on this CD. It was a good CD, 13 or 14 songs. And we had arranged a tour, and we were to play in Germany and in Austria. We were going to play in Greece, England, Ireland, and everything was kind of lined up. Unfortunately, it was cancelled because of the depression and the banks collapsing. So I lost out on that. That would have been my biggest tour.
Do you think like the world wasn't ready for your sound?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, I felt that I was offering something very unique, you know. Good guitar player, you know. People were saying I was a good guitar player. And, you know, take into account here now that I never studied music. I mean, I'm all self-taught here. And, you know, I'd look at Jimi Hendrix and I'd look at Mark Knopfler and I'd kind of copy them, you know. And then I'd write these love songs and songs about a variety of things, and I just felt that the world was missing out. I was doing a good job, but something just wasn't happening. I mean, I think I just didn't fit. There was no niche for me at the time. And you know, there's fashion in music, you know, and I'm kind of a, you know, the old school, you know, pick up the guitar and play a song. Whereas nowadays, you know, you get a machine or something to do it for you, you know. There's no auto-tune with my songs. But over the years I've changed my musicians, and lately we are the Brian Caffrey Group. We are a four-piece band, and we really rock. I really think we're great, obviously.
Tocar con Brian pues es genial. Él siempre dice que somos muy afortunados de formar parte de su banda.
¿Y cómo son los conciertos?
Los conciertos son, bueno, son geniales, la verdad. El tipo es un buen frontman y aunque él se piensa que estamos tocando en un aforo de miles de personas, realmente lo que hay son miles de sillas vacías. Pero la verdad es que la gente que viene se lo pasa súper guay y disfrutan muchísimo, aunque sean 30 o 40.
¿Crees que tiene talento?
A ver, malo no es. No, es un muy buen songwriter y tiene mucho talento, la verdad. Canta con el corazón, las canciones son muy buenas y aunque si se lo preguntas a él, seguramente te dirá que será el próximo Neil Diamond.
¿Y por qué crees que nunca llegasteis a nada?
Bueno, yo creo que no tuvimos, al final todo se trata de suerte, ¿no? Creo que no tuvimos el lucky strike, ¿no? Necesario, estábamos en un momento bonito, pintaba muy bien, pero vino la crisis que hubo económica entonces y se jodió todo y a partir de ahí pues nos quedamos haciendo bolos en sitios más pequeños, más locales, aunque yo siempre he pensado que bueno, que un día se me hará la flauta.
¿Has oído hablar sobre Brian Caffrey?
Brian Caffrey, desafortunadamente sí. Lleva años, no diré años, siglos, escribiéndome, contactándome a ver si puedo hacerlo aparecer en la revista.
So what do the critics say about it?
The critics, I've no interest in what the critics say. I don't care what they say. You know, I think the only way to really appreciate my music is the act. You have to come and see it. It's as simple as that. And if you come once, you'll come back again. Guarantee you.
¿Crees que tiene potencial?
Bueno, el potencial, lo que sí de potencial, pues tiene potencial, sí. Lo que pasa es que hoy en día el potencial no es todo. Hoy en día es cuestión de managers, redes sociales, y él parece que no está en estas cosas. Para él lo suyo es tocar, componer, y quizá con eso no es suficiente.
But some people say you never quite made it. What would you say to them?
Well, I don't think they've listened enough to my music. That's what I would say. I mean, I'm on all the platforms. I'm on internet and Amazon. I've got a lot of hits there. You know, I got one song that's nearly 6,000 hits. It's a good song. And the other songs, well, I think these things take time, but the people, I think they need to listen. And I think if I got more airplay, and a lot of us real musicians, people that can pick up a bloody guitar. Cold black cloud is coming down. Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I pick up a guitar and give me a while, give me a few minutes and I'll write you a song, no problem. So yeah, what do I say to those people? Give it another listen, you know? Show me the beauty of your land. I feel alive and I feel free, surrounded by so much beauty. I never thought that I could feel so at home.
¿Pasa que os ha pagado o algo para aparecer aquí o cómo es eso?